All right, guys, I'm learning as I go along, as you can see. All right, I have my indoor potting mix, the Miracle Grow. I have also the Miracle Grow Organic All-Purpose Plant Food that I'm going to be adding. And as you can see, I have some guiding instructions at the bottom here. I'm going to be opening that. I have not done so as of yet, and I'm going to be opening this Soil Sunrise, Soil Mixtures and Amendments. This is the Peace Lily potting mix. All right, so I'm going to be adding some of these to my new pot. I've already added the indoor potting mix, and it prevents overwatering as well, which is fantastic. I'm going to take that back out. I have already begun to kind of dig into the sides or edging of the inside, if you will, of the soil. You can see where the other parts of the plant were. Unfortunately, they have made their exit. They uprooted themselves. And so I'm literally, prayerfully going to be saving my spider plant. And it looks like I'm going to have 2 branches in here, okay? Which eventually will become 2 branches. But I want to see what I can do with the spider plant that I have as well. That is a smaller plant and it's a spider, so we'll be taking a look at that one next. But I'm going to put you on pause. Stay tuned. I'm going to have to break these bags open and get this soil in here for the plant's entry. So let me do that and I will get back to you. All right, my one piece has come up on its own. All right, so I am going to be adding this into this new dirt. All right, I'm gonna pause you again. All right, let me turn this volume down so I don't have any problems. All right, so I have added both of these to the new pot. I didn't want to do too much and not on film so you can actually see the process. This is more of the indoor potting mix that I've placed in. I'm gonna see if I can do this without putting this down. This is the plant food, guys. This stuff, whew, it has a smell you do not want to smell. Hang tight. So I just added the Peace Lily potting mix to the equation. That is it at the top. You can see the difference here. You can see all of the lighter pieces. That's the food. That is the food on the inside. I'm going to be watering this soon. I kind of don't like the way that this is sitting. Not that there's much I can do about it, I guess, right now. Let me see if I can try to manage this and hold this camera at the same time so that you all can fully participate in this beginning phase as much as possible. Thank you for joining me in this journey. Thank you To my new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here. Pretty soon I'm going to be able to go live so you can participate with me live. Just keep those subscriptions coming and you will make it possible. I really like this pot. However, I don't like the way that this plant is leaning. What is going on with you, my love? Why are you not stable and fixed? All right, guys, let me play around. Let me play around with this baby, and I'll get back to you on camera. I just want to see if I can get it to stand a little firmer. Be right back. All right, guys, just the little things for me. So, I'm almost ready to water. I have put in the Miracle-Gro All-Purpose Organic Plant Food. And look what's inside. I have a handy-dandy scoop. And it's green, the same color as the watering pot. I'm going to get a smaller watering pot as well. It's really cute. It has a little thin spout. Looks like it's going to make things a lot more convenient and easier for me as far as filling and pouring and all of that. So I'm very excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and get this closed back because this is going to be all over the place if not. All right, we have that food in here. I'm going to go ahead and mix that in closer to the plant's actual location. All right, and I'm going to be improvising. All right, so I have cleaned out the former pot that the plant was housed in. That is the inside cleaned out. This is the outside. So I'm gonna be putting the spider plant into this vase. And it has the water hole at the bottom, which is perfect. And this is gonna sit inside of a much larger pot in the meantime, just to see if I can bring life back to this one. It definitely needs some TLC. It needs more lighting, I think, so I'm going to house it in a lighter place. I'm going to house both of them in a lighter place to kind of bring their vibrance back. I do that with the smaller one, and I'm going to do that with my snake plants. And we're going to see if that helps them out. All right, I've grabbed some water, and I'm going to tell you a fun fact that I've learned within the past, I would say half an hour, but let me get some water into these plants, into this new soil and this food. And that is enough. I don't want to overwater. I do not want to overwater, so in a moment I'm going to be taking these into the kitchen and let them get some sunlight. All right, this is where I'm going to house the spider plant. I'm gonna be removing it from its soil here in this pot. I'm going to repot it as I repotted the spider plant into its new home, this pot here, which will remain in this reservoir for the water to have some place to go. All right, so yeah, we're gonna see how well we can keep life in this baby. All right, I also don't know when I'll be using the Spanish moss. I have to look more into that. But at some point, I guess I will. I may even be able to house it in here around the pot. Maybe see if that is something that will be doable, as long as it's not going to get ruined on the outside from the reservoir itself. So I have to look more into how to properly use that. So hang tight, we are on our way. Okay, so I have placed the spider plants in the snake plants, I'm sorry, in the kitchen. They're getting some much needed sunlight, and we're now going to see the condition of this spider plant. Oh, this baby was kind of going to begin with, but I'm gonna see if I can salvage it. All right, hang tight. I'm gonna try to make you guys more of a part of this one. That's not gonna go in there, so I don't really need to do that.